Ja gut, aber das werden wir erst herausfinden, wenn wir drin sind, ne? Chuchu-Haltestelle des Chuchu-Express teilen sich in freigeschaltet und nicht freigeschaltet ein. Der Chuchu-Express kann nur an den freigeschalteten Stationen gerufen werden. Wenn der Chuchu-Express das erste Mal eine nicht freigeschaltete Chuchu-Haltestelle erreicht, wird diese freigeschaltet. Sobald der Chuchu-Express eine bereits freigeschaltete Haltestelle passiert, hält er nicht an, sondern fährt direkt weiter. Na dann, fahren wir einfach mal. Was? Denken an die Sicherheitsprozeduren? What? Oh.
Whoa! This cart is fast! Checka, 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 checka! Woo, woo! Yeah! I'm gonna call it the choo-choo cart!
Okay, das ist also so eine Haltestelle.
The track is damaged up ahead. We need to make some repairs before we can go any further. Yep, looks like it's all reverted to a preprint state here.
Do you know why that happened?
Everything in this domain starts as a preprint and only takes shape after being illuminated by the streaming projector. But the hydroidolin that forms the tracks here has been trapped in the print.
So someone needs to go into the preprint and rescue the hydroidolin, right?
But the projector here is sealed off by a giant bubble!
That's the hydroidolin's way of protecting the device from damage. If the streaming projector broke, then we'd be seriously stuck.
Aha! So for step 1, we need water droplet to help! Aw, it seems to really like that name!
Okay, also nächste Bündellichtwerfer ist wieder ready.
Any volunteers for step 2?
Leave that to us! We know what to do!
Wir haben es zweimal gemacht, ne? Aber scheinbar sind wir schon Profis.
Ah, so the hydroidolin was locked up in that chest.
Aw, it's completely empty!
Ui.
Yay! We
Ja,
saved
zwei neue
2
haben wir
water
rausgeholt.
droplets now!
Immerhin. Ah,
Whoa! Water droplet just transformed into some new tracks!
Good. Let's keep going then.
okay. Der Chuchu Express benötigt die Kraft der Wassergeister, um fahren zu können. Die Fenster der Chuchu Express beginnen zu leuchten, nachdem ein Wassergeist in ihn gefahren ist. Ab dann kannst du auch den Chuchu Express besteigen. Die Fenster des Chuchu Express hören auf zu leuchten, sobald der Wassergeist ihn verlassen hat. Ab dann kann der Chuchu Express auch nicht mehr bestiegen werden. Sehr logisch, ne? Was sagst du hier? Wenn du auf einer Fahrt mit dem Chuchu Express eine Herausforderungsvorrichtung passierst, wird automatisch die entsprechende Herausforderung gestartet. Du kannst die Herausforderung wiederholen, nachdem du sie abgeschlossen hast und die Zauselfrüchte im Herausforderungsgebiet zerstört hast. Okay. Können wir erstmal hier hochgehen?
Into the wind.
Ich habe eben schon gesehen, ganz oben ist ein Turm. Da hinten irgendwo. Da auf der Brücke. Gerne mal vorher vorbeigucken. Ansonsten ist
Brings a smile to my
und wieder ein
face.
glücklicher Gutschein. Solange die Gutscheine glücklich sind, ne? Na gut, auf geht's. Also ich würde mal sagen, die anderen beiden muss ich nicht kaputt machen. Die komischen Steine. Ist der auch schneller?
Hey, Ferdinand! You mentioned that you managed this place together with your brothers. Did you mean that your brothers are water droplets?
No. The hydroidolins are like helpers here. As for my brothers, well... those two. You'll meet them soon enough.
Oh, okay, Herausforderung abgeschlossen. War jetzt nicht sonderlich schwer.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Von hier aus direkt weiter, ne? Ein Stopp. Ist was. Special ist hier.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves.
Let's dance!
Oh, das war nicht hier. Eine Wassersphäre hier draufgesetzt. Go. Oh. Aber ich wollte hier eigentlich... Doch weiter oben, als man geglaubt hat, ne? So, gleich mal gucken, wo wir hier sind im Gebiet. Große Blüten. Weitere 4 Gutscheine. Da bin ich immer noch gespannt, für was die sind, muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen. Ah, gut, Juju Express, willkommen. Jo. Das ist der Teil. Was ist so eine Tour?
Look! Klee can fly just like Paimon now! This is way more exciting than how Paimon usually flies!
Die Kisten. Das ist ein Quicktime-Event. Ich hab das nicht gerafft, ne? Scheiße.
Seems we've just about finished repairing the station and the connecting tracks. Let's go check the track switcher now. It's over there.
Okay, wo kam jetzt der Geist her? Gibt es irgendwo eine Höhle? Verschiedene Bahnrouten. Rotes Gleis, da waren wir jetzt gerade eben drauf. Ja. Da sind wir über das Grüne gekommen. Das kann auch das Grüne gewesen sein, ne? Oh Mann.
Time to go.
Missionen scheinbar. Viele Geschenke jetzt auch, ne?
One with nature.
Oh, und da. Nee, hab ich ihn allen verpasst. Oh nee, das Wasservieh. Oh.
Fateful offering.
Nervig. Oh, der greift nicht an, immerhin. Gut, oh, ich dachte schon, dieses nervige Wasser-Bossgeist, Weltboss-Ding da ist hier wieder. Schön. Immerhin. Wir haben ja gerade mal Glück gehabt, ne?
Oh, there's another spinny thing here. It's so big,
Richtig.
but not as big as the one we saw in the middle of this place. That one was huge. I bet it's something super important. I remember what Kaya said earlier.
Was hat sie denn gesagt?
Very good, Klee. You're using what you saw earlier to make observations, like a real adventurer.
Dann probiert sie einfach nur aus.
It appears to be a system that rotates to switch tracks.
That's right. Originally, all you had to do was flip this switch and the junction would rotate. But it seems Jeremy still hasn't fixed it yet. He sure talks big, but when it comes to actually getting things done...
So ein Typ von Mondstadt, oder?
Is this Jeremy you mentioned one of your brothers?
Yeah. When I talked to him about repairing the tracks, I suggested we start with the station, but he said we should start at the junction. Really, it made no difference which one we started with, but he just had to turn it into a huge argument. He always treats me like I'm a fool and disagrees with anything I say.
Ja. Gut, so ist es halt eben, ne?
Let's see what he has to say now that I've already fixed the tracks.
If you ask me, you're clearly a sharp person, Ferdinand.
Meinst du?
Yes, finally someone who can recognize that, rather than just shrugging off my ideas. Come on, let's make our way to the junction and see what he's up to. I bet he's still fretting over what to do.
Na gut, von mir aus, dann gucken wir halt eben mal. Nee. Ansehen, samtblaue Blume, die zur Knotenblume hoch oben führt. Mondgelbe Blume, die zur stromschnellen Fahrbahn im Südosten führt. Und die dunkelviolette Blume, die zur Wüste im Südwesten führt. Und die Türkise, die in die Höhle im Osten führt. Okay, ja gut, ich würde sagen hier, ne, let's go. Erstmal die Standardstrecke, wo wir hinkommen.
Sometimes I can't help but get angry just thinking of Jeremy. You should have seen him back in the sandstorm. I suggested we go east, and he argued that we should go west.
You were in a sandstorm? What happened after that?
We separated and each went our own way. Lucky for us, we stumbled across this domain. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have been buried in the sand.
Okay.
Everything will get better once we get the switcher working again.
Still stuck here just as I expected. Well, did you make any progress?
Didn't I already tell you? Just have the hydroidolins fix the junction and then make a new cart. After that, we can use the junction to... Wait a minute, how did you get here? It took a lot of effort for me to climb all the way up here.
The answer is standing right in front of you.
Yeah, sure. Those travelers must have helped you. You never get anything done on your own. You always get someone else's help and then try to take the credit for yourself.
Er hat auch so blaue Augen, ne?
You're one to talk. What have you managed to accomplish, huh? You were here just moping around all day.
Whoa, this each other. But aren't they supposed to be brothers?
Me? His brother? Hardly.
All right, Jeremy. That's enough.
Fine. I'd rather be focusing my efforts on fixing the track switch rather than arguing anyway.
You should calm down too, Ferdinand. Let's all focus on the situation at hand. Any personal problems can be settled later.
Und zwei Köpfe sind dann eben doch wertvoller als ein Kopf. Ja, an die Queenie, an die Frage, ist das Sommer-Event? Yep. Das ist das Sommer-Event und bisher eigentlich ganz cool. Also auch von der Map her, von der Story her. Die Minigames haben wir leider noch nicht, da bin ich noch dran.
Fine.
Mal gucken. Ah, Ferdinand.
I'm sorry you had to see that. My name's Jeremy. I'm one of the people responsible for taking care of this area.
Das war mir schon klar.
I assume you're the ones who helped repair the tracks. Thank you very much. It means a lot.
No need to thank us. We're just trying to help Idea restore the domain.
I
Nice.
see. Now that you and Ferdinand brought the cart up here, we'll need the hydroidolins to fix the area below.
Them again, huh? Seems the hydroidolins are really important around this place.
Yes, of course. Not only do they keep the junction turning, they operate practically everything else in the domain too.
Oder? Die Blume jetzt.
All right. Seems most of the tracks and junctions have been repaired now.
Yep. So maybe it's time you give credit where credit is due,
What? You think you deserve the credit? If anything, we should be thanking these travelers.
Eher den Wassergeister, ne?
You... Well, either way, you're not the one getting any credit. You're always quick to criticize my ideas and push your own, but you never actually get anything done.
And what about you? Don't forget it was Hado and I who took care of the mess that one time you impulsively tried one of your brilliant ideas. Speaking of Hado, wasn't he with you?
I left early this morning. I assumed he'd be with you.
Seriously? Couldn't you have at least looked to see where he was before you left?
Da kann er sich herausstellen.
Hey, come on! You didn't see him either, so what's your excuse?
Klee?
Ist in Ordnung.
I don't get it. Nobody did anything bad. Why are they arguing?
I just don't like his smug attitude, that's all.
Who are you calling smug? If anything, you're the one who's making such a big fuss right now.
All right, I think we've heard enough from you two. If you insist on bickering, then I'd suggest you go somewhere else. Otherwise, I'll just cool you two off myself.
Ah, okay, ja.
Now,
Brav.
come with me. I'd like to have a word with you.
Schön. Gib ihm.
Don't be upset, Klee. There are many complicated situations in this world which don't always have a logical explanation. As a passing traveler here, it's not my place to comment on their disputes. But in my experience, family issues can be the toughest to resolve. Seems you don't like dealing with this kind of thing either, Kokomi.
Ja. Das mag niemand und das ist verständlich.
It's still not right.
Naja, aber du kannst nichts dran ändern.
I don't know how to explain my feelings.
I'm sorry. We've calmed down. We shouldn't argue in front of a child like that.
We're sorry, Klee.
It's okay.
back to the topic at hand. Weren't you about to go look for your brother Hado?
Ah, right. Our best guess is he's somewhere around the torrential
Ja,
twister.
Kontakte mal geredet, ne?
We would have to use the junction to send the cart to another area.
Sorry to trouble you again, but would you help us find him?
Wenn die versprechen, nicht mehr zu streiten und ganz brave
Oh.
Babys seid.
All right.
Ja, dann gucken wir mal.
Hey, come on, you two. You're brothers after all. Can't you try to
Wer
get
ist
along?
da? Das Teil ist da. Den haben wir und dann noch mal schnell da.
Shit.
Ein Wassergeist. Hey du. Ja, dankeschön. Als ob er wüsste, was ich wollte. Perfekt. Da unten ist es. Das funktioniert trotzdem. Rein theoretisch müssten wir hier unten gucken können, ne? So, dreh die Streckenwechselblume, um die Strecke zu wechseln, auf der der Chuchu Express verkehrt. Auf der großen Streckengirlande vor dir zeigt die Farbe der Blume direkt darunter das Ziel der aktuellen Strecke an. Auf dem Holzschildern der Haltestelle, genau, das haben wir ja schon gelesen. Alles klar.
Okay, this is the end of this track segment. Auto should be nearby.
Weil wir fahren jetzt die orangene Strecke. Das geht da hinten hin. Ja, ich würde sagen, wir fahren jetzt einfach alle einzeln nacheinander. Wird schon passen. Und go. Hier mussten wir auch wechseln. Okay. Und effektiv jetzt erstmal keine Blumen ein, aber das ist okay. Die zünden mal ein paar Bomben, wir wollen schneller werden. Okay.
Brings a smile to my face.
Ja, immerhin. Wenn
Ah, I guess you had repaired the tracks and
Glücklich ist durch
stations
die
as soon as I
Truhe
saw a
immer
cart
keiner.
come zipping along. Now that the tracks, station, and carts are all repaired, we're about ready to reopen Torrential Twister. It'll be good to see my design back in action again.
okay.
You're in no condition to be out running around like this, Hado.
Yeah, but these are unusual circumstances.
That's true, but you should stop to think things through.
Exactly. If there's anything that needs to be done, you can just let Ferdinand and I take care of it.
You and Ferdinand? Together? It would be a miracle for you two to do anything together without fighting.
Hey, that's between Jeremy and me. No need to add fuel to the fire, okay?
Okay, hier. Geschwisterliebe, ist halt so.
I'm not trying to make trouble. I'm just saying.
Hey, Ferdinand.
Oh, don't worry. We're not arguing, Clee. We're just, discussing some things.
Are you and Jeremy worried about Hado?
Hmm?
Ja, natürlich machen die sich
Why
Sorgen.
don't you just talk to him about it? Kaya's also worried about me sometimes, but he doesn't ever criticize me.
You're right. But our relationship is much better than these guys.
Well, our situation is a little different.
Eigentlich nicht, ne?
Really? How so?
Ja,
We've
erzähl
been
mal.
through this kind of thing before. If we didn't warn Hado, then he wouldn't take it seriously and something would eventually happen. As his brothers, we have to help him.
But it doesn't look like you're helping.
Huh?
Maybe Klee doesn't understand everything. But my mommy told me that you help someone to make them feel happy, not to make yourself happy. Hado sure doesn't look very happy. Why don't you ask him what he needs?
Klee's right, you know.
Wahre
He's
Worte.
ready to open up and talk things through. You are brothers after all.
I've always cared a lot about you, Hado. Just like when we were back in the desert. You suddenly passed out and Jeremy and I started arguing. Eventually, all three of us ended up in this domain. I'm just worried that something similar could happen again. If you were to pass out and with nobody around to help you.
I know, but this domain is nowhere near as dangerous as the desert.
Eine Gefahren ist auch noch ein bisschen sehr weit hergeholt.
I was thinking that if I could handle these problems myself, then you two wouldn't have to argue about anything. If it weren't for my poor health and lack of energy all the time, then I wouldn't have always been such a burden on you two.
No need to feel guilty, Hado. This was our choice. The three of us love adventuring. No one is a burden on anyone.
Das ist der Geist. Immer fürs Abenteuer, so muss es sein.
Isn't that why we came up with the idea for this area? I would do the thinking, Ferdinand would use his muscle, and you would...
Draw the blueprints and build tracks. It'll be a safe way to see all kinds of amazing scenery. Yes, that was the plan.
See? Doesn't it feel better just to get along?
Hey, what are you trying to say? You make it sound like I've only been trying to talk myself up.
The choo-choo cart is great, Ferdinand.
Really?
You know, Klee, having the car zip along the tracks was my idea.
Yeah, what an amazing idea. You're so smart.
Hey, Klee, do you want to ride even more fun carts?
Yay! Let's ride more! Looks like all three of them are trying to win Klee's approval now.
Die wissen ganz genau, wie der Chef hier ist, ne? Naja, Hauptsache Klee ist glücklich.
Klee hasn't realized it yet, but her innocent, childlike nature is very powerful. It can inspire and even help heal others.
Hey, everyone. Please come with me. We need to get the hydroidolin in the cart to help us.
Na gut. Können wir machen. Wo gehen wir hin? Dann geht es zurück. Wir fahren mal weiter bis ganz hoch auf die Blume. Okay, hier ist noch so eine Blume, der Wassergeist mit Wasser füllen kann. Gut, weiter geht's. Wasserbecken. Oh, da bin ich gerne drin, ey.
Good. Torrential Twister is ready to run now. Let's go to the station at the start of the track.
Da mit der Hitze, ey. Temperaturen sind echt ekelhaft, ne? Guti, einmal zurück. Jetzt hier aktuell auch nichts, was wir irgendwie verpasst hätten. So das da vielleicht. 30 Dendroteilchen. Hingekommen, ne? Ja, dieses hellgrün auf dem hellgrünen Untergrund halt. Ei, ei, ei. Auch Zeit dafür, immer noch. Aber zurück. Ah, toll. Die will uns verarschen. Naja, aber die Truhe sehen wir noch immerhin. Wir haben es abgeschlossen. Leider habe ich den einen nicht erwischt. Deswegen müssen wir da jetzt einmal so hin. Da hier oben die Truhe, die gehört uns. Oh je.
A fateful offering.
Hallo?
Into the wind.
Shine down!
Sorry, war die Truhe im Weg, Kollege.
What do we have here?
Ja, ein bisschen Zeugs und noch mehr Zeugs. So viel zu tun, ne? Also voll sieht's gar nicht aus, aber trotzdem. Da hat man definitiv mehr zu tun, als es jetzt so auf den ersten Schein aussieht. Hier oben auch die Typen.
The wind knows me. One with wind and cloud.
Let the show be.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Hat nur nichts bewirkt jetzt. Warum standen die hier oben? Naja, egal. Wir gehen wieder runter.